there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Taleecia Stonestreet, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what I eat in a day as an alternate day faster. So yeah, I'm obviously on a, well, not obviously, but I'm on a weight loss journey and I am trying to lose weight, but I also eat things that I enjoy, so I'm going to share with you what I'm eating today. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first I'm going to show you how to make these wonderful, delicious, yummy pancakes. And yeah, they're really good. So yeah, I just take 2 bananas and I mash them up in a mixer. You can just use a fork and like mash them, but it's just easier if you have a mixer. And then I'm gonna throw a little bit of vanilla in there, probably about a teaspoon, and then a shake or 2 of salt. And then also throw in some cinnamon to taste, however much you want. I just did a few shakes worth, however much that is. And then you're gonna take 4 eggs and put them in the banana mix, and you're gonna mix that in. I also decided to throw in a spoonful of ground flaxseed. That's completely optional. I just try to throw it in when I can because it's good for you. So your mixture should look runny like this. And then you take some coconut oil and put it on a frying pan. I use a big square one, and I also have the heat on medium high, and you just pour your pancakes on there. I made about 4 the first time and then 4 more the second time, so. While the pancakes are cooking, I'm gonna chop up this banana that I have for the topping. And then you can kind of just check to see if they're ready to flip, and I'm gonna go ahead and start flipping them. Just don't rip it like I did. Just kidding, you can, it's not a big deal. While those are cooking, I'm going to take some frozen blueberries and put them in a bowl and thaw them out in the microwave. If you have fresh blueberries, you can just use fresh, but I usually have frozen stocked up in my freezer. And then once you make the first batch, pour on the second batch and get those cooked up. And yeah. So for plating them, I just put them on 2 plates, and I'm going to put the blueberries that I thawed out in the microwave on them. And then I'm throwing on some fresh raspberries that I have, and then that banana that I sliced up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a dollop of whipped cream on top. This is completely optional. I don't usually put whipped cream on my stuff, but I had it left over from Thanksgiving, and it's okay to enjoy a little treat every once in a while, so I threw some whipped cream on top. And you also can put some 100% pure maple syrup on your pancakes, but I felt like with the berries they were already sweet enough today. So yeah, this is what they look like when they're done. So I just finished breakfast, and I'm gonna clean up breakfast and clean up the house a little bit, and I'll see you guys at lunchtime. It is now lunchtime. I am going to be making some chicken soup. Not like chicken noodle, more like a kind of like a chicken tortilla soup without the tortillas. I don't know. I'm kind of just making it up as I go. Pretty much every time I cook every day, I kind of just look at the ingredients I have and think of what I can throw together. And today I had a rotisserie chicken that I had bought yesterday, and so I was thinking about what I could do with that, and I knew I had some avocados, so I was like, make some soup, throw some avocado on top. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So let's get into it. So this is what the soup ended up looking like. It was super delicious, but I'll show you how to make it. So I just take some olive oil and pour it in a pan and add a spoonful of garlic and 1 little chopped up onion. And I'm gonna cook that up. Wait, what are you doing? He's camera shy. I'm gonna show you guys and see what that's usually. Hi, baby. Hiya. Hi. So I have a pro tip for you here. If you have a stand mixer, any kind, it doesn't matter what kind it is, and you want your chicken shredded, Like right now, I just have it in big chunks. My rotisserie chicken, you just like toss it in there. Of course, this is a weird angle. And then mix it on up. Nice and shredded for you. Nice and shredded. So I'm gonna finish cooking up those onions down, cooking the onions and garlic down. And then I'm gonna throw in this diced green chilies from a can. Yummy. And stir that in. And then I'm gonna take a bag of frozen corn and throw it in. You can use canned if you have it as well. And a can of black beans that I had rinsed in the sink. I am also going to take a cup of some paste salsa. If you have crushed tomatoes, that probably would be better. But I like the flavor of this salsa, and I think it just added, some good flavor. And then I just add some salt and pepper and a little bit of chili powder and oregano to taste. It's just kind of random how much I put in there. And then added 3 cups of chicken stock, and I put the lid on and let it cook for a while. And then once it's pretty much done, you'll add in the chicken. You want the soup to be done because the chicken's already cooked, so you don't really need to cook it. So yeah, just add in your rotisserie chicken and just stir it in, and that's pretty much it. Look at that soup. Yummy, yummy. This is seriously making me so hungry right now. Look how good that is. And then I just threw on some avocados and some salt and pepper, and there you have it. Some delicious, delicious chicken soup. So Hunter and I usually will eat lunch together on the couch while we watch a show or something, just because we're usually busy working in our offices all day, and so we'll spend lunchtime together watching something on the couch, or sometimes we'll eat at the table, but usually we eat at the couch because it's more comfy and fun. So we just finished our chicken soup lunch, which was really good and tasty. Like I said, I didn't really have a plan. I kind of just threw a bunch of stuff in the pot, and it was really good, tasty little soup I made. So yeah, we're gonna get back to work and do some other stuff, and then I'll see you at dinner time. So for dinner, I made this honey balsamic broccoli and spaghetti. So first I take balsamic vinegar and I'm gonna pour some in a bowl. I don't really measure it, probably about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup, and then maybe even half. Well, I don't know. And then add some honey, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I just kind of eyeball it because it doesn't really matter too much. And then you're just gonna whisk that together. And I also have the oven preheating at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I put some aluminum foil onto a baking sheet. Then I'm going to take some olive oil and put a little bit on the pan and mix it around. And then I'm going to take some broccoli that I already cooked in the microwave, so it's fully cooked already. And I put that on the pan and mix it around. If you have fresh broccoli, you can just use fresh broccoli, but I didn't have any. And you put the sauce on top and mix it around, and then you're just gonna throw that in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then I'm cooking some whole wheat spaghetti. And then in another pan, I'm gonna throw in some garlic. And I use this Italian seasoned ground turkey, and throw in 1 pound of that with some salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning, and I brown my turkey. And then I'm going to take this Farmer's Market Prego Classic Marinara. I've never tried this before, I just got it because it had less sugar than the other sauces, and so I'm still kind of trying to find one that I like that doesn't have that much sugar. But then I'm going to pull the broccoli out when it's done. It should look something like this, all kind of browned on the edges and the bottom. And then continue cooking that sauce for a little bit. And then I drain my spaghetti, and that's pretty much it. I rinsed it with hot water so that it doesn't get sticky, but I accidentally didn't let it drain long enough because you'll see in a second that it drains my sauce a little bit on the plate, but that's okay. And then I just add the marinara sauce on top and the broccoli, and then I will add salt and pepper, and then a little bit of this Parmesan cheese. You don't have to add Parmesan cheese, but you can if you want to. And I also put a tiny bit on the broccoli, and I like crushed red pepper because I like spicy things, so I'll throw a little bit of that as well on my spaghetti, but you don't have to. And there you have it. That's our dinner. So we just finished our spaghetti dinner with the balsamic honey broccoli, and we're going to clean up dinner and go back to work for a little bit, and then I'll show you guys our little night, not routine, but what we've been doing every night the last few nights for the Christmas season, which has been so fun. And I'll make a snack then later too, so I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So we decided not to have our late night snack because we were both still so full from dinner. It was super filling because it was pasta and broccoli. So we're not gonna have our snack, but I'll still show you what we're doing at night. Not a lot of times, but every once in a while for fun because it's Christmas time. So yeah, I'll show you what we're doing. So Hunter and I, we pull out the coloring books, and I actually printed these Christmas pages online.
Beautiful.
And so we just spend time, we'll put on a Christmas movie and we spend time coloring together, and we use glitter pens. I highly, highly, highly recommend glitter pens if you're coloring. And it's just so fun, kind of takes you back to when you were a kid, and it's just a really good time to watch the Christmas movies and hang out together. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.